Hi everybody, welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, like I said in the last one, we're going to work on our starting sequence, right? So we're going to do a series of, some warm-up first, and then, you can stop the video and do some optional stretching, which is a good idea. And then what we're going to do is we're going to practice our starting sequence, right? So indoor racing season is coming up. And I know some of you have been training for an indoor racing season. Maybe it's already started where you are, but we're about a month away from the World Indoor Rowing Championships. So I thought I'd put out some content about approaching a couple of things. First of all, the starting sequence, like what are your options, what can you do, things to look out for, things to make sure you're doing. And then number two, how do you settle into that pace for the body of your 2K? So we're going to talk about something called the stride stroke, which was something I learned in high school, which allows you to shift from that sort of very high energy anaerobic system into the more aerobic system. And we'll ensure that you shift correctly, you row your own race, and make sure that you pace your 2K. So even if you're not doing any indoor rowing competitions this season, it's still going to help with rowing a better 2K or 2K split, and just making sure that you sort of understand what your training is and all the rest of it. So we're gonna kind of get into those things. So this will be fun, and we'll do a series of sort of 30-ish stroke pieces with some rest in there, just to kind of groove that in and experiment with that. But before you do this kind of work, we want to do a pretty good warm-up. So I'm going to go through about a 10 to 15 minute warm-up here. Pick drill, some steady state rowing, and some 15 stroke bursts, just to kind of work the rate up and get myself ready for really maximum effort on these 30 stroke pieces. So we're going to start off with the pick drill. So start at the release, and we're just going to pick it along. So there's the arms, and I'm feeling some good connection on the machine, sitting up nice and tall, just extending my arms and drawing that handle through, making sure I'm really drawing that last inch all the way through. And we're going to go ahead and do probably about 30 to 45 seconds of this. I'm making sure that I'm still feeling that machine in my feet. So even though the legs are straight and isometric, we're still pushing that machine away with the feet. I'm drawing the handle in and looking for the nice, good, quick pickup on that force curve. Even though it's not a full force curve, I'm feeling that connection. Okay, we're gonna go to body swing in 2. That's 1, 2 on this one, and swing the body. So this is a good session coming up here, just in terms of doing some high intensity bursts. So I really want to make sure that I'm nice and warmed up before it. You definitely want to make sure you're warming up before you do high intensity bursts. So, we're starting with this pick drill. And there we go. We're going to go to half slide in 2, 1, 2 on this one, half slide. There we go. Just relax. Push, relax. Push, relax. That's it. Controlling forward. Everything I'm doing is helping with boat speed. Let the arms extend. Swinging at the hip. Making it nice and fluid. Lots of control into front stops. That's it. Still, you know, even though we're warming up, working on that sharpness, that crisp catch. All right, I'm gonna go full slide in 2, 1, 2, and time, push. That's it. Settling into a nice 211. So it doesn't really matter what machine you're on here. I'm on the RP3 today. It's what I fancied. I want to make sure I'm connecting with my lat, hanging off the handle, lifting a little bit of weight off the seat, suspending all the way through. Using the body weight. That's it, getting a nice send. That's it. And I'm just going to paddle along here for a good 3 or 4 minutes. Even setting up good rhythm, even on the warm-up. Feels good. Relax. My focal point is that wheel, that the chain goes around, making sure I'm connected. Relaxing the shoulders, hang and send. Hang and send. That catch. Should feel like you're catching a cannonball in your stomach. Good. Length. You get your length by setting your body here. That's where the length is, not up at the catch. There, here. Getting the body set. Swinging over from the hip. Nice flow out of the bow. From the release. Good. Pushing the machine away with the feet. Time. control. My goal here is to make sure that I'm really warmed up for these max efforts. Certainly don't want to do this cold. Get in some UT2 mileage. There we go. Feels good. Sting through the dry. Float on the slide. Sting and float. Sting, relax, float. Sting, relax. And ideally, you want to be relaxed on the drive as well. Hanging off that handle. Sitting up. Feeling strong. Good. All right. So that's a good bit of pick drill in steady state. Now, to get ready for these 30 stroke bursts, I'm gonna do 4 15 stroke warm-up bursts. I'm gonna start at 20. For the first one, I'm gonna go up 4 to 24 on the next one. Then I'm gonna pop to 28 on the next one. And then I'll finish with a 32 plus. And I'm gonna have a good minute or minute and a half of paddle between each 15 stroke burst. Right, we're just warming up here. Getting the body ready for hard efforts. All right. Here comes the first 15. In 2. In 1. On this one, out of 20. Go. Power. Getting power on. That's just what it should feel like. Loading it up. And that's 15. Now paddle. Keeping things together. So what you notice is, even at the 20, we're really trying to create torque on that handle. We really are trying to lift and go. So the next one is 15 strokes out of 24. So we're just gonna pop the rate up 4 beats. Lengthen back out. Get it back. These are still good strokes. Not wasted. All right, I'm gonna go in about 10 strokes. Do it 15 to 24 strokes a minute. A little bit more dynamic. Five strokes to go. Firm it up. Three to go. 2, 1. On this one, 24. Pop. Shot. So popping about 149s at the 24, rowing it out, getting my legs back, relaxing, letting the air in. All right, the next pop is 28. So again, as the rate comes up, we're still trying to do it through the drive. Rate comes up, power comes up. Rate goes down, power comes up. Right? Any rate change changes the ratio, but it still comes with power. All right, here we go. 15 strokes at 28. In 3, in 2, firming up. In 1, and 28, 15, go. Pop. Okay, good. Whew. So, I was a little low on that one. Hopefully you hit the 28 better than I did. Lengthening back out. All right, we got one more pop. This rate's coming way up. We're just gradually moving the rate up. I'm going to try and hit a 32. You can go for more if you want, but keep it under control. I keep that poise. Things become more dynamic, right? We're relaxing into the catch. We still get to float up there, but it's like you're a spring. Coil and go. Coil, spring, here. Coil, spring. Okay, here we go. 32 plus. Gonna sit up and go. In 3. In 2. In 1. Go. Pop. Relax. in control, right? As your system revs up, I'm just, not letting things get chaotic. Poise under pressure. Every movement you're making, helping your machine go fast, your boat run a little bit more. Okay. Nice and relaxed. Lengthen back out. All right. So weighing up. That was good. Let me check what my warm-up length is. So time. Yeah, so that was a good 15 minutes, I would think. My clock had started before the video, so I didn't think we actually went 22 minutes. So I'm gonna put that back on power here, but I'm gonna keep the split and the stroke rate. And so some thoughts about the starting sequence. Obviously, getting the wheel up to speed efficiently is key, right? So in a race, like a Concept 2 race, or even on a Row Perfect race, that program is set to make sure that everybody's wheel has stopped before ready, set, go. Okay, and if you're on a Concept 2, you'll see it on the screen. You'll see wait, and then ready, and then it will go 3, 2, 1, something like that, and go. And the whole software is engineered to make sure nobody jumps the start. So, definitely when it says go, you're on the timer is gone. That we're off. So, being accurate on that. Excuse me. So, the next thing to think about is, well, what starting sequence do you want, right? So we could do a couple of starts right now, and we can kind of experiment with a couple of things. I really think it's up to you to decide what you want to do, right? You definitely, at the start of the race, want to be sitting, at some compression, right? So let's say, for example, we want a starting sequence which is a couple of half strokes, and then a couple of 3/4 length strokes, and then by the 6th stroke, 5th or 6th stroke, we're lengthening out and trying to hit, full power, right? So what we want to make sure of in terms of the physics is that we're actually moving the wheel. So everything we do has to be applied through, okay? It can't be just hacking at it, right? You want power, you want to get your body weight on it, but you want to be accurate as well, okay? And that first couple of strokes is applied, making sure everything's connected rather than just tearing at it, right? We don't want to tear at, we don't want to tear at the water. That's not going to move the boat. We don't want to tear at the machine. So, sort of my thinking on this is there's a couple of things you could do. So you could do something like a half stroke, and then you can do a 3/4 stroke, and then you could do another quick half stroke, and then lengthen out from there, okay? So I'm slowly lengthening out. And there you go. So that's one sequence you can do. Another one you could do is a 3/4 length stroke, a quick half, and then another 3/4 length stroke, and then take 2 more strokes to lengthen out, and then get to full length stroke. The trick here is to make sure that you're applying power rather than just trying to pull a lot of strokes, right? You're better off making sure everything's locked in and powered rather than trying to take some choppy strokes, right? Application is key, all right? Another start you could do is just to sit up at the catch and then take, some strokes up the front end kind of get into it like that, right? You could take a couple of 3/4 length strokes, right? So you could take 3/4, 3/4, lengthen, lengthen, full. So there's lots of options. I suggest that you try and figure out which one works for you. For this video, I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm going to do 2 quick 3/4 length strokes. Lengthen on the third one, lengthen on the fourth one, and by the 5th stroke, I want to be at full track. I also want to make sure I'm putting power in to make the wheel move, okay? So that's the trick. So the general thing is those 5 strokes are your starting sequence, and then you've got about 15 strokes where you can go for it. You can really kick it in at little expense. Once you get to the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th stroke, you decide when it's time to switch energy systems. And the hardest stroke of your race is going to be your stride stroke. So let's say, for example, we've done our starting 5, we've done a high 15, we settle on the 20th stroke. That settled stroke, we want to hit our target split right off the bat. We don't want to try and go really fast for the first 500. We want to settle into our target pace. So if 8 minutes is our target 2K time, or 7 minutes is our target 2K time, if it's 8 minutes, we want to go right to 2 minutes, maybe +1, 2 + 1. If we're a 7-minute erg time, we're going to go right to 145, 146. But the trick to it is to relax on that stride stroke and really hit the power so you've got time on that slide, okay? So we're switching gears, right? That stride stroke, we're going to be up high and we're going to come down into race pace. It's very hard to be low and come up into race pace. You always want to be high and come down into race pace, okay? So what does that look like? Well, let's do 5 high strokes and then a shift stroke. So we're learning how to shift into our piece, all right? So I'm going to go high, and then I'm going to stride and show you what that stride stroke should look like. Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stride, boom, power. And there I was, you know, 142, 143. I've got time, and I shift on the power, right? So that shift stroke. So what we're gonna do today for our workout, if you're still with me, may have lost half of you by this point. If you're still with me, we're gonna do 30 stroke starts. The first 20 strokes are gonna be like if we're starting a race, and then that last 10 strokes, we're gonna shift into our race cadence, right? We're gonna be disciplined about that. And you're gonna find me taking a little bit more time on that slide and really hitting the power and the length on that stride stroke. If you get this right in a boat or on an erg, you're gonna start to move away from the other crew, because at a certain point you're just spinning your wheels at high rate. We wanna settle in, you know, we wanna get the boat going, we wanna get the machine going, we wanna settle into it, okay? So we'll do several of these 30 stroke pieces to kind of feel this, all right? So we'll do the first one. So I'm gonna sit at 3/4 slide, and I'm gonna take 2 3/4 length strokes, lengthen on the third one, lengthen on the fourth one, and by the 5th one, I wanna be at full track. Then I've got 15 high, and then I'm gonna settle. And I'm gonna settle to a 30 on this one, and really hit that 30 hard on the power. All right, and we'll just kind of see where things settle to. Okay, here we go. So, starting 30, 3, 2, 1, go. 3/4, 3/4, lengthen, lengthen, full. Now power. To go. about 30 strokes. So what you saw was me go off at about 38, 40 strokes a minute. And then when I hit that 20th stroke, stride. I took more time on the slide. Cadence has got to come down. And I really doubled down on the power. Okay? So the idea is to come from that sprint into that settle stroke. Okay, so we're gonna try it again, okay? Same again, starting 5, whatever you like to do, half, half, 3/4, 3/4, lengthen, that'll get you to full slide in 5 strokes. I'm squeezing that first stroke or 2. I'm not yanking it, I'm squeezing it, making sure I'm connected. After that starting 5, I got a high 15, and then boom, I'm gonna settle. I'm gonna call 3, 2, 1, settle, and we're gonna settle into that. You know, what it looked like a 28 last time, I might try and settle to a 30. The point is I wanna hit my split. And if my split, I wanna hit 143s, that's gonna bring me in, you know, around about 650, 652. If that's what I've been training at, that's the split I need to hit. I'm not gonna try and be a hero in that first 500 meters. Okay, here we go. So, 2 3/4, lengthen, lengthen, full, 15 high, stride, then 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3/4, 3/4, lengthen, lengthen, full, power. Quick. 10 to go. 5 to go. 3, 2, 1. Stride. Bam. There we go. So, a little bit better on that one. But hopefully you can see that those first 5 strokes, they're quick, they're applied, I stay high for the next 15. I'm actually thinking that I might settle a little earlier, right? You can feel it aerobically when you're starting to spend a lot more energy than you should. So settling and hitting that pace and really in an erg race, ignoring what everybody else is doing and not worrying if that guy in lane 2 or that woman in lane 4 is ahead of you by 10 meters after the first minute. Row your race. Know what you're capable of doing. If you've been training right and shouldn't be guessed, you should know. So in this case, for me, you know, I want to try and row a sub 7 minute, okay? I know I have to hit 143s, so that's what I'm going to try and do, okay? So, all right, great. So we're getting a nice workout out of this as well. All right, so we're going 2 3/4, lengthen, lengthen, full. I'm going to go high 12 this one and settle around the 17th stroke. See what that does. See if that kind of makes me feel like I'm into cruise mode a little bit better. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3/4, 3/4, lengthen, lengthen, full. Settle 3, settle 2, settle 1. Now, power. There we go. Okay, so that felt a bit better. All right, that felt a bit better. Just fix my phone. Roll that. So hopefully now, whether you're rowing along or just taking notes, you get the idea of shifting to your target split. All right, I'm gonna do one more. And that'll be 120 really hard strokes. You can do 6, 8 of these. It's kind of a nice fartlek type workout. For this video and the length of it, I'm gonna do one more. And we're just getting the boat, getting the wheel up to speed. And then when we hit that 17th stroke, I like that shift a little bit earlier. I felt like 3 more, 4 more strokes, I was spending too much energy. It was time to shift energy systems. So I'm gonna go 17th stroke, and then you'll see 13 strokes that are long, rhythmical. I've got a groove, I'm lengthening out. I'm doing it with the power, not just coming down on the rate and not applying the power. Like the mistake that a lot of people make is the rate comes down, so therefore the power drops. You gotta make it independent, okay? So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna cut it back to half track now, see if I can get a couple of half length strokes, see how that works. So half, half, 3/4, 3/4, full, and then 15 or 12, sorry, 12, and then settle 13. This will be the last one, then we'll cool it down. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Squeeze, squeeze, lengthen, lengthen, full. Yeah. Shift. 3, 2, 1, shift. Now I'm cruising. All right, good. Whew. That was a good one. So, hopefully now you've got the makings of a good shift stroke. Good first 5, getting the wheel going, and then getting to that target split earlier rather than later. So, I'm gonna lengthen out. As far as cooling down goes, you can stop the video and do more. And then start the video for the cool down. Let the air in. We just don't want to go from high intensity like that down to nothing, like sitting in a chair. So even like a 10-minute walk would be good. And I'm just relaxing and flowing. No big deal. Getting all that lactate out of my muscles so that I can train effectively tomorrow. So it's not about huge effort, it's just about restoring a bit of equilibrium to the body. All right, that felt good. Relax on the slide. Control. Even though I'm tired, now's the time to hold the technique together. Keep it simple. There we go. So it was 1993. We were lined up against Shrewsbury. I rode for Kingston Grammar School in the UK. And we were lined up against Shrewsbury on Friday of Henley, quarterfinal day. And off we went, and we were pretty much even, you know, at the end of the island. But a few strokes after that, we hit our settle stroke, just like I've shown you. And we just sat back on it with a bit more length than they did, and we just started to move away. And we moved away all the way down the course, and we won. So we got to race on Saturday at Henley. But the point of the story is, you get that shift stroke right, a lot of good things are gonna happen. It feels a bit counterintuitive. What, Coach B? More power? You want more power? Yeah, but I want ratio. I want length. I want you to find a groove that's gonna take you over the next 1400 of that 2K at the pace that you're trained to be at, okay? So that's what I'm looking for. So hopefully the video was helpful. Hopefully it's well timed coming into race season. I had an absolute blast making it. It's kind of fun to rate 40 on a road perfect. And that was fun. All right, we got about another minute and then I'll call it good for this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you made it this far in the video, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you've got a friend that you think would benefit from this video, this training session, as I said, you can go more than 4, you can go up to 8, but that was fun. All right, so I'm glad I got this one recorded. A lot of fun to make. Definitely worked up a sweat doing it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you have. And I'll see you on the next one. And I'll do a little think about what I want to do on the next one that might help you go faster and enjoy your rowing even more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.